Hi, this is Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Today we are starting something new. It is TSY Top 10 for You. What is the TSY Top 10 for You? It is a set of questions for you. The difference is it's not just for content creators or people with a channel, it is also for you. So subscribers are going to be tagged, and that makes it super exciting. So you don't have to have a channel to take part in this tag. All you have to do is answer the questions in the comments underneath the video. If you do have a channel, go ahead and make a video. I'll tell you everything you need to do. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell beside that, so you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff that's coming up. And also, there will be a new TSY Top 10 for You coming out every month, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. I'll be making a playlist of all the TSY Top 10 for You videos, so if you are making a video, make sure you put TSY TTFY in the title. That stands for The Secret Yarnery Top 10 for You. That's our hashtag. And also link your video in the description box under this video. Then I'll be able to add it to the playlist. Also, the questions will be in the description box down below, so you can just copy and paste them for your own set of questions for your video. I'll be sharing who I am tagging at the end of this video, so please reach out to them, share the video, and let them know they've been tagged. And let's get started. So here are the TSY Top 10 for You questions for July. First question. To stitch marker or not to stitch marker? Do you use stitch markers? And if you do, how do you use them? It's one of those things, right? For me, I know I'm supposed to put a stitch marker, like when I take my hook out, when I'm taking a break from my work, I'm supposed to put a stitch marker in that stitch just to make sure my work doesn't unravel if it gets picked up or moved, or if I actually drag the yarn with me, which has happened a few times, and every step I walk, I undo some stitches. So I know I should be using a stitch marker for the end of my work. I don't do that. I don't know why. I have gorgeous stitch markers. I just feel like it's not a waste of time, but the amount of time it takes to put that stitch marker in, I'm like, never mind, I'll just do a couple extra stitches when I come back if it has unraveled. So I'm the worst at using them properly. What I do use them for is counting my chain. So if I'm starting out a blanket or a sweater or anything really, I count out the multiple and I pop in a stitch marker. So if it's a multiple of 5, I might put a stitch marker in every 10 or 20 chains. And then when I'm working into my chain, that pattern should be falling at the same spot depending on where the stitch marker is, but it should be the same all the way through. And that's how I can kind of keep track if I'm making a mistake working into my chain or if I miscounted. Then when I get close to that stitch marker, I won't be doing the same thing right into it or right before or right after. So that kind of makes me go back and be like, uh-oh, I probably did something wrong. Let me go back and figure out what I did. Question number 2. Do you do anything special to take care of your hands or your wrists? Do you have any tips or tricks for taking care of your hands? For me, I don't really do anything special. I put on lotion. That's as far as I go. And I do try to keep my nails clean. I did the gardening yesterday, so I can't say they're great right now. But I do try to keep them clean, a little bit short, and hydrated. I keep lotion beside my bed, so at night when I'm rolling over, I'm like, oh, I could put lotion now. So I put a little lotion on, I roll over, go back to sleep. Or watch TV. You know I don't sleep at night. Okay, anyway. Question number 3. What are your crochet goals you want to get finished this summer? Now for me, it's winter, it's freezing. Link to this in the description box down below if you want to make one yourself. This is the box and bow tie cowl. It can also be a hoodie. It's super great, but it is just right for keeping me a bit warm. It is cold in Kenya right now, but the rest of the world, most of you, it is summer. What goals do you want to get done before the end of summer? Or if you are in the southern hemisphere like me, winter. For me, what do I want to get done? Crochet goals? What? I want to get the Palm Springs Granny Baby Blanket filmed, edited, and uploaded for a tutorial. I want to get my 2 plants done, both with written pattern and videos. That's it. That's a lot though, right? That's what I want to get done. Question number 4. what are your favorite colors to crochet for summer? Ooh, so even if you're in the southern hemisphere, I want you to think about being warm and toasty. What colors do you like to crochet for warm weather, for summer? For me, I'm always into those apples and pinks and turquoises. It's just my standard. It's my go-to. It's my happy colors. Oh, are they there? No, they're not really. But I really like those happy colors, like a mint green, an aqua blue, candy pink. I like those happy springtime colors for any kind of warm weather. Question number 5. If you could use only one crochet hook for the rest of your life, one hook. Don't panic, take a breath. It's gonna be all right, it's just a question. If you could use only one crochet hook for the rest of your life, what crochet hook would it be and what size would it be? I've thought about this for like a week. I made these questions last week and I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? For me, it would be a clover for sure, and I think it would be a 6 milli, because I also like a 7, I also like a 5, but 6 is right in the middle. I could probably do just about everything I wanted to do with a 6. So that would be the brown clover. That's the one I would keep with me. Terrible question, right? Question number 6. How old were you when you learned how to crochet? I'm not sure of my answer. I don't totally remember. I know I was not 8. I turned 8 after. So I was definitely 5, 6, or 7. One of those. I'm not sure. But definitely before 8. Question number 7. What are your tips for getting yarn cheap, on sale, discounted, good value, good yarn, good value? What are your tips and tricks for getting it? How do you get it? How do you source yarn on the down low, on the cheap? How do you do it? For me, Ice Yarns, which is not that cheap anymore, so I can't really say that, used to be absolutely amazing. Now it's kind of like, oh. The price of yarn has gone up and the shipping, of course, is gone woo, like nutty. It's not so bad, but it definitely has changed in price. So for me, there is clearance yarn at Ice Yarns, but I stay away from it because it generally means it's the last of their lots. And then if I want to do something, you can't get the same yarn, and that can stress some people out. So I like to use a yarn that everybody can get. For me, getting yarn on the down low, on the cheap, I order locally. So these are 85 cents a ball, 100 grams, 85 cents US. Or 100 shillings Canadian, 100 shillings Canadian, 100 shillings in Kenya. You can get it cheaper if you buy more or if you drive to the factory, but I can order from here and get it delivered. So that's my tip and trick, is source locally, source from a factory nearby your house. And I'm not saying lower your standards a little bit, but nothing wrong with some good old colorful practical yarn for a good price. Question number 8. What is your favorite holiday? Doesn't have to be anything crochet related or yarn related or knitting related. Just what is your favorite holiday? For me, Boxing Day. I love Boxing Day. Really, I love Christmas, but Christmas is so much work. So much work. I have 4 kids, they're all school age, so I pull out all the stops, I go crazy, I do everything, and it's a lot of work. So my favorite holiday, Boxing Day, because I don't have to do a thing. Usually my husband wants to go out for food. I'm like, what? We have so much leftovers and they're delicious. He's like, you've done so much, let somebody else cook. I'm like, really? So I've accepted that. We go out for food. He likes to go to a movie or something. I like to do absolutely nothing. So, but it's still my favorite day, even if I have to go out to eat, even if I have to watch a movie at a movie theater, I'll still do it. I still love it. It's still my favorite day. Question number 9. What is your favorite benefit of crochet, or how has crochet helped you? For me, it's my 6-year anniversary, by the way. I taught my first class 6 years ago. Oh, isn't that so sweet? I know, right? Oh, bless. Tomorrow, it's 6 years tomorrow. Amazing. Anyway, my favorite benefit, or how crochet has benefited me the most, what I've gotten out of it that I would not exchange for anything, is you. without starting to teach crochet, without starting a crochet channel, I wouldn't have met you. And my whole life has totally like blossomed and changed because of you. So that's definitely how it's changed my life the most. I'm so thankful to you for that. So really thank you. And the other thing that helps me personally, it gives me time if I'm working on something, or if I'm, trying to remember where I put something, or there's something stressing me out, like, where's that, or how I'm going to fix this, or how I'm going to do that. If I can just crochet a little bit, get some hook time in, it gives my brain time to process what I'm really thinking about, but not really thinking about it. Like, you can't really sit there and be like, where's my car keys? You know what I mean? You're just going to go in a circle and be like, I'm sure they're there, and they're not there. But if I'm crocheting, it just gives my brain a little bit of space to be creative and also just kind of not stress out while I remember where the keys are. Do you know what I mean? Or like just like that, like any little problem, it gives me time to sort it out in a calm, relaxed way. And number 10, our last tag. What do you do with your FOs? FOs are finished objects. What do you do with yours? I fold mine up and stack them over here, lay them over some chairs. I wear them. I keep them, that's for sure. I don't sell my finished objects. I did give some away when I was just starting my channel, and then realized if I wanted to do a thumbnail or take another picture of it, I'd have to remake the whole thing because I don't have it anymore. So I learned that you have to keep it. If you're going to have a tutorial and a written pattern, you have to keep the object just for photographing. If you want to do a new thumbnail, or you want to do an Instagram post or something, you need that object to photograph for sure. So I keep them all stacked up as tidily as I can. I do have some that don't fit over there, so I'm going to have to maybe add some space up top on my shelves or something like that. But I definitely keep all my finished objects. So that's it for the TSY top 10 for you. And now I'm going to tag 3 other channels. So the first channel I'm going to tag, of course it's you, Glenda, is Glenda from Creative Grandma. We have done a lot of things together in the past, and it's been a few years. Both of us are busy, but I still love you. Just because I don't email doesn't mean I don't love you. Love you, Glenda. So feel free to make a video and pass it along. The second channel I'm going to tag is my good girl, Dee. So that is Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D. She has a great channel, does all sorts of really nice stuff. Such a lovely person. So Dee, here's one for you. Share it with your squirrely friends. And the last channel I'm going to tag is Little John's Yarn. Hi, you are tagged also, so I hope you enjoy it. And this tag, of course, is for everyone. It's not just content creators or people with a YouTube channel. So I am also tagging 3 of my friends, subscribers, and community members. So the first subscriber I'm going to tag is Barbara Lenhart. Love you, Barbara. Hello. All you have to do as a subscriber is answer the questions in the comments under the video. The second subscriber I'm going to tag is Belinda L. Hi, Belinda. Go ahead, answer under this video. And the last subscriber I'm going to tag is Maria Kristen Hall. Hi, Maria. Go ahead and answer down below. Can't wait to see your answers. And please go ahead, reach out to those channels, reach out to those people, let them know that they have been tagged. And if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean you're not tagged. Yes, you are. I just didn't want to be rude and tag all the cool kids straight off of the bat. So please don't wait to be tagged. You're a cool kid. Make that video, answer under this video, and share it with all of your yarny friends. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I can't wait to get to know a little bit more about you, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay hooked.